And the purpose is to get godliness into our architecture. This chapter is about the future of architecture. What I'm saying is that architecture needs to implement the principles of sacred geometry to get godliness into our designs. So our architecture, nature, the resonance of the universe, that geometry, and our DNA, all are in coordination, all resonate together. At that point, our architecture will become our second skin to nourish our spirit, as does nature. When we're in nature, we feel unboundedness of spirituality. That's what we're feeling. We're trying to get that into our architecture, to have that same feeling in architecture that we have in nature. This is not to impose a specific style. This is to infuse patterns in geometry, in your architecture, to promote spirit into your design. I referenced a chapter on the golden ratio, golden proportion. It talks about the geometry in cathedrals for healing. That's what we're trying to get into our architecture today. Enjoy the video. Thank you. The geometry of the universe is the flower of life. It fills the universe. Everything is a pattern within the flower of life. This flower of life pattern, within it, inherent with it, is the golden ratio, the resonance of the energy of phi, P-H-I. That resonance is present in our DNA, nature, and the grid that surrounds the earth. Our DNA has a spin. It spins at a rate of 3421 angstroms. That is the same ratio of spin as the geometry of the universe, the ratio of phi, the united by the geometry of each one. Nature grows with the spin pattern up the stem of the plant. That spin pattern is a pattern called the Fibonacci. That generates a resonance of 0.618 or 1.618. That's the same resonance as the geometry of the universe, the same resonance as the spin of our DNA. This pattern, this resonance, is what binds us to nature, to the universe, and to each other. The Christ grid, as described in the chapter on the kiss of Venus, surrounds the earth. It's an interlocking geometric pattern or grid around the earth of specific proportions and patterns. It resonates and radiates the energy of phi on the earth. This Christ grid enables us to ascend to Christ consciousness, not to be confused with Jesus Christ. The Christ consciousness grid is a divine light of universal spirituality. This is the energy that Christ manifested in bodily form on earth. As described in the chapter on the golden rectangle, this pattern, used as our design module, creates life, spirit, in a design space. It's a golden helix. It spins up and it spins down. It's a center point of rotation. It creates a center point beyond space and time, a point beyond space and time. This is our design module. Again, stating the purpose for designing with sacred geometry is not to manipulate the design of your architecture. It's to unite it with nature, the universe, our DNA, so it all resonates together.